Evangelion 3.33 took us 14 years into the future, which caught me literally off guard. Because I thought when I first watched this was an actual, like, a ton. Dang. I started. I thought this was an alternative timeline where everybody was mean and all that. However, that's not the case. So, a lot changed. This is not. I don't think has nothing to do with the series. This is a completely different story, and I like that, and that's good, because at least I'm not watching the same thing again. Even though I like it though. But this story is actually a little bit easy to explain. So this takes place literally 14 years in the future. So Shinji wakes up, I'm pretty sure, from a coma after the third impact happened, right? And basically, in the last one, he saved Ayanami because he has a very strong connection with her. So 14 years, we see a completely different character development, if you can say so. Like Misato doesn't even look the same. Asuka still looks the same but with an eye patch, and she's like 14 years older, but she's not because they kept her young because of like some sort of like Eva curse. I think that's like just a little like excuse just to keep her young, I guess. But everybody else was completely different. There's a new organization. They made a new organization with Masato, running it called Willie, Wille, and the entire point of that is to basically just destroy Nerve and all the Evas, because I'm pretty sure the Nerve wanted the human instrumentality project to happen, and she believes that they caused the third impact, which literally killed everybody. Like, everybody's dead. Like, the only people who live are them that you see, and some of the other people. But like, that's what they believe. So I guess out of pure hate, they just want to kill them, basically. So that's kind of like what I got from it. But Shinji is like so connected to Ayanami because he felt he was useful, that he saved her. So when he was like captive and he was really not useful at all, in the Roni with Masato and all that, he basically, Ayanami comes in and helps him from that, and obviously Shinji goes up there, they all cry and all that, and then he goes to Nerve. Well, a lot of things happen. So obviously, his father still there running it, Seal and all that, and he's still running Nerve. Uh, and then we meet obviously the new pilots, which is Kawaru and Ayanami. Obviously, this Ayanami is not the same. When I say Ayanami, I mean Wei. Wei is not the same, and even Kawaru. Kawaru is very different here. Like in the series, he was more like a throwaway character, but he was like the final angel. But here, he's in like an initial crucial point of the story, right? So you get to learn more about Shinji, and like he actually doesn't feel um, that good anymore. He feels useless. Every time he feels useful, it's like he tries to captivate to that and holds it onto himself. That's why he has a very strong connection with Ayanami, because um, he saved her, and he feels like he was so useful. He feels so good about himself that he keeps checking up on her, and that's what happens. And then he also draws connections to Kawaru, because apparently Kawaru really likes Shinji a lot. So obviously, when he finds this out, he really likes to stay close to Kawaru, and that's what happens. They really like each other a lot. Um, Obviously, Asuka, Marie, who is the new one, Misato, they still don't like Nerve, so they just want to freaking just obliterate it. That's what they want to do. And something out of the ordinary happens. Um, there was a fourth impact that happened. It almost happened actually, which is insane. I wasn't expecting there to be another impact, so this is now labeled as the fourth impact. Uh, a new like it's like an Eva angel that wise. So instead of like Wei or Lilith being like the big white creature, it was an Evangelion unit, um, and that was literally so close to triggering the fourth impact. But luckily, Kawaru came here to save the freaking day and sacrificed himself because he was the first angel, but now he was the 13th angel. So when he sacrificed himself, it basically stopped the fourth impact from happening. So that's a win on Willie's side, but also a sort of win on Nerve's side. Uh, and that's kind of all I can say about that. I mean, a lot of things did change. Like this is a completely different story, and everything here was different. You get to see more of like a romantic relationship between Shinji and Kaoru. You get to see more like Ayanami, Wei, being like she's not herself, like she is a completely different person. She's only like the only purpose that she does here is whenever she's ordered around, she will do it. If she's not being ordered to do something, she just goes to her room and just does absolutely butt crap nothing, right? And then you see more about Yui, who is Shinji's mom, where she's like some sort of like unit in there trying to like hold something together. I believe so. I'm not too sure. Obviously, story is very confusing. The ending was a little confusing, but the beginning was cool. Obviously, all the characters are different, as I said. I want to talk more about Marie because she's the new character. Marie seems like she's just having fun. Like she seems like a comedic, like a comedic gag, almost to the same nature as like Pen Pen. So like every time you see Pen Pen, you just think of laughing at it, right? I think Marie here is also like the Pen Pen of the Evangelion Rebuild series, because every time I see her, she tries her best to make a joke, right? Um, Obviously, they fight each other. I remember when Kawaku was about ready to sacrifice himself. Um, they were fighting Asuka, which is kind of weird. And obviously, Asuka's really mad at that. But to be completely honest, the story is a little bit more easier to digest, except for the ending. Ending's a little confusing, but it's a way more a little bit easier to like explain compared to like the actual series or even the last two um, movies. But again, this is like a completely like different, like 14 years in the future. I thought it was a different timeline. They all look so different, because I thought the third impact took him to like an alternate dimension, because I know Neon Genesis. I know what happens. There's probably alternate timelines in this series, right? So I don't know, but obviously everything about this movie was pretty good. I mean, is it better than the second one? Second one I like a little bit better. So far, the second one's my favorite. But I still have to watch the fourth one, which I heard is the best one. So we'll see about that. Um, Now let's get more into like movie things. Animation is really good. They went like the 3D aspect again. Every like the animation is like top tier, really good. I like it. It's really really good. All the fights are amazing, bloody. It's really good. It's definitely like a big step up from the original series, which took place back in 1996, right? So obviously animation would get better. The music is really good. I'm someone who's a big rock nerd, so hearing like freaking electric guitars going off makes me happy, keeps me awake. Um, and yeah, the characters are different, but they're good. There's not really a lot of humans in them because I'm pretty sure they all died because of the third impact, because that's what Shinji did. And when Kawaku sacrificed himself and he finds out that he didn't save the way that he wanted to save, he is completely like useful. He's dead. He wants to kill himself. He doesn't want to live anymore. Like that's who he is. If he's not doing something useful, Shinji just goes into like complete and utter like dismay. Like he just doesn't want to live anymore. And it's pretty sad. But again, this was Evangelion 3.33 or 3.0 or whatever you want to call it of the rebuild. It was pretty good. If I was to rate it, it'll also probably be a good 8 out of 10. Actually, no, 7.5 out of 10. I'll give it that. Still 2.0 is still my favorite one out of the rebuild. But yeah, this was also pretty good. So far, this is really good. I like it a lot. It's really good. So I still have one more to watch. After that, I should be done. So far, I mean, I really hope they do make more. This is a really good series. I've been told that this series is like something that like not a lot of people like it because of like the fandom. The fandom is kind of weird. But as a series in general, like movie, TV show, and even the end of Evangelion, it's really good. It really is. Again, starting it is pretty slow, but like once you build up through the series, it gets really good, and then the movies are really good as well. Luckily, I feel like this series is something that you can like start on your own time, but watching the original series is preferably the best way to experience this. Really, really good. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching.